Okay, so in today's video, we're going to assess these floor pans and try to repair them. This will probably be strung out over the course of a couple of evenings because it's going to take me some time to do. And we've already started off on a really bad foot because to remove the seat, only one of the 4 bolts came out. We had to cut the brackets off with the sawzall. So we're going to have to do some repair to the seat or figure out if we want to go with a different set of seats. Which may be the case anyway. So anyway, let's get in here and see just how bad these floor pans are. We know the front sections are pretty well screwed. I'll come in from the other side and pull this mat out and see how bad the rest of it is. I figure we got quite a bit of work to do here. So without further ado, we get in there and we'll look at it. Okay, well, I found a little more, nothing too bad. I'll get you down there and show you. Okay, so starting out, obviously, we're going to have to cut everything from about right here over across the toe board. Come down through. Right in here, we're still in decent metal, so we'll probably come down through right here. Crossed, drop off there. This is all pretty soft. Come down through like an angle right here. Probably cut all this out. Come down here, leave enough of a lip to weld to. Down into about right there. And come over about here. And replace with a piece from here. Over. Back into here. This here is pretty solid still. So, going to be 2 chunks. First chunk with the toe board down to about right there where the seat mount is. And then another piece going back in here for this side. And we'll just start on this side. Back in there. There's a little bit of rot and somebody's caulked around it. I think that's just what I'm going to do. We'll shoot it with some paint, caulk around it. So that's kind of a general idea of what we're going to do on this first side. Still got to get this seat bolt out. And I don't know if I'm going to put that seat back in it or if I'm going to try to find some buckets and put in it. So, yep. we're going to shoot some primer and paint on this, and then we're going to start fitting this floor pan in here. We're just going to paint inside of all this, not anywhere where we're going to have to weld to, obviously. We'll paint the floor when we get it all done, but you can't weld inside of these floor supports once the floor's in, so I like to go ahead and paint in there, try to preserve what we can, I guess. So rough it up with a wire brush, and we're going to shoot her with some paint real quick. Let y'all get time-lapse video beating all this in. I already cut the pieces for the floor for the first 2 sections. Messed up making my pan over here, so it's going to have 2 pieces. Well, the whole floor on this side is going to be 3. You'll see. So, alright, let me get the wire wheel. We'll shoot that with some paint, then we'll start tacking these pieces in. Okay, we've got our piece cut out there, and we need to mark the stud that pokes up for the seat. So what we're going to do is lay it in place with the corner you want it to keep at. And we're going to feel for this stud about right here. Press on it. Give it a little whack. She done center punched herself, so now we're going to go drill us a hole in that with the drill. Pop this sucker down on here and stick about a half dozen self-tappers in it. And she'll be good enough to go out and get in the dirt, play in the mud. So, alright, so here we are on this side. Ain't gonna be Flintstoning it up. I mean, in all honesty, you guys saw it, so I know it's self-tapping screwed together. I know we're going to have to get in there with some sealer, and I know we're going to have to do some painting and stuff, obviously. And look, I know the self-tapping screws ain't perfect, but you know what? This truck ain't perfect. It ain't never going to be perfect. But let me tell you what, it'll be on the road and at least halfway saved, which was far better than what it was getting ready to get. And anyway, with that 26 gauge steel, my fat ass ain't going to fall through it. I don't care how many of them self-tapping screws fall out. Man might get a flat every now and then. But other than that, now I guess we're going to go to cutting out the other side over there. And once we get it all cut out, we'll start on it. I don't think we don't have the rod on the transmission tunnel on this side that we had on the other side, so probably not going to do any welding up in there. Probably just going to self-tap and screw that side all down. Plus it goes faster since we're going to have to do all this fixing on the seat since we had to do all this cutting out and whatnot. So anyway, there's the first side done. Got to get a tube of sealer, but it's no biggie. So we'll move on to the other side now. Alright, so that's basically what we're going for. That cheap Napa paint and that first little shot of primer there is just literally to protect this new metal. This whole cab floor is going to get painted with bed liner just like the other J10, just like the J10 did whenever I got it. Shot the same coat of paint on the underside of that and same coat of primer on this side. I will do the other side, but I don't see there's any need in showing you both sides. Now look, these pans ain't the prettiest. Never planned on them being the prettiest, but they're better than sticking your feet through the floor. So we're not doing a restoration here. We are making it operable for day-to-day use. So work truck, not a show car. Alright, so the new pans are in. They ain't the best, but they'll do. And y'all have a good one.